Good afternoon. It is 1 o'clock from Splash 105.5 FM, the Integrity Station. I'm Ronke Giwa Onafuwa. First news headlines. Federal government begins rollout of COVID-19 vaccines. President Muhammadu Buhari directs immigration to tighten security around Nigeria's borders. On the foreign scene, China set to overhaul Hong Kong electoral system. In sports, Chelsea moved to fourth position as Liverpool lose at Anfield again. Those are the headlines. Now the news in detail. The formal rollout of COVID-19 vaccines has commenced in Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory. The event, which held today at the National Hospital, had in attendance the chairman of the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19, Mr. Boss Mustafa, and other critical stakeholders in the nation's health sector. The Minister of Health, Osage Haniere, said the vaccination will commence today with the health workers.
Today is primarily a day for vaccinating our healthcare workers. I want to tell you that we are very proud of you all. I wish you well and urge you to continue to give your best to the country and to fellow men, whatever the circumstances. Despite the beginning of this vaccination exercise today, I would like to emphasize that we are not out of the woods. Yes, there is light at the end of the tunnel, but we are still in the tunnel. We are not out of the tunnel. We need to continue as strictly as before with the non-pharmaceutical interventions, the public health measures, the wearing of masks, even if you have been vaccinated, the social distancing, the avoidance of crowd, and all the use of sanitizers and measures that have been expressly sung over the months in order to have the full benefit of this exercise.
Meanwhile, state governors and their deputies are to take the Oxford AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine on Wednesday, March the 10th, 2021. The chairman of Nigeria Governors Forum, NGF, and Governor of Ekiti, Dr. Kayode Fayemi, disclosed this at a virtual news conference yesterday. Governor Fayemi said that the vaccination was part of resolutions made by the governors during an emergency virtual meeting held on Thursday. He said the governors would enlighten more Nigerians on the need to take the vaccine, which he said was safe. Senate President Ahmed Lawan says drug barons are funding terrorism and banditry across Nigeria. According to Senator Lawan, the proceeds of the illegal drug trade are used to purchase arms and ammunition for terror groups like Boko Haram as well as bandits and kidnappers. The lawmaker stated this when chairman of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Brigadier General Buba Marwa, paid a visit to his office at the National Assembly in Abuja.
So we need to ensure that this transit role that Nigeria plays is addressed properly. And here we have to approach this through multi-sectoral effort. The customs, the immigration service, our security agencies, and in fact, FAAN, the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria, our seaports, and of course, this is not going to be easy, but so we have to be steadfast and we should do whatever is possible within the limited resources that we have to make you better.
On his part, the new NDLEA boss lamented over the increase in drug addiction, especially among the youths. According to him, the illegal drug trade has played a great role in the rise of criminality in Nigeria. He lamented that the NDLEA is extremely underfunded and called for urgent intervention by the government.
Not like to go into too much detail because of the press, and this is an agency that we need to demonstrate readiness. Unfortunately, the state of readiness is very, very weak. The morale, above all, is the weakest that I've ever met in any paramilitary institution. Almost every single staff is owed either a DTA allowance or his allowance for prosecution, the movements to and fro, court processes or transfer, traveling. There's over 4 billion naira owed just for the staff and death benefits. So morale is so low, there's stagnation, the promotions, postings because there's no money. First is we need urgent intervention to support us. The agency is in dire need of funding, and that is completely not provided for to fight this war.
In a bid to further sensitize and orientate residents of the state on the need to shun violence and embrace peaceful coexistence in the interest of the nation, the National Orientation Agency, or your state directorate, yesterday took the message of peace and unity to Oko, the largest town in Surulere local government area of Oyo State. The state director of the agency, Mr. Moshood Olaleye, speaking at the palace of the Oromi of Oko land, explained that the visit was to intimate the traditional ruler on the need to educate residents of the community to embrace peaceful coexistence, avoid taking laws into their hands, and also avoid actions that could stir up violence in the society. He added that aside from the issue of security, the agency was in the community to enlighten the people on the importance of accepting COVID-19 vaccine, which the federal government of Nigeria just procured. The director enjoined Nigerians to disregard fake news about the adverse effects of the vaccine. Mr. Olaleye, while maintaining that the federal government of Nigeria has invested so much in procuring this vaccine that will help save the life of Nigerians from the rampaging deadly virus, urged residents of Oyo State to take advantage of the vaccine in order to protect themselves and also kick out the pandemic out of our nation. I beg your pardon. The Oromi of Okoland, His Royal Majesty Oba Solomon Adisa Olagoke, while welcoming the NOA team to his palace, noted that for any government to thrive and be successful, issue relating to security of lives and properties must be taken seriously. Oba Olagoke reiterated the Oromi and Council commitment to peaceful coexistence of all the residents of Okoland. He affirmed that the NOA director's advocacy visit will lead to more synergy with the agency on all the issues discussed. The Trade Union Congress Oyo State chapter has frowned at the plan of the Nigerian government to disenfranchise the Nigerian workers through the obnoxious government plan to remove the minimum wage from the exclusive legislative list. The state chairman of the union, Comrade Emmanuel Ogundinran, made this known yesterday in a communique made available to newsmen in Ibadan after a SAC and SEC meeting held at the Association of Senior Civil Servants of Nigeria Secretariat, Mokola, Ibadan. Comrade Ogundinran noted that trade union is totally against these demonizing moves of the government, adding that the move will be resisted, and soonest the Trade Union Congress will join others across the country to protest the removal.
The meeting frowned at the plan of the government to further disenfranchise and impoverish the workers through its obnoxious plan to remove the minimum wage from the exclusive legislative list. This will be resisted, and the meeting had directed that the State Council of TUs join forces with others to protest the planned removal once the National Secretariat of the Labour Centers give the directive. The meeting reaffirmed its position to sustain the existing cordial working relationship with its sister Labour Center, the Nigeria Labour Congress in Oyo State, so as to maintain the current industrial peace pervading the state.
The special advisor to the Oyo State Government on Labour, Comrade Titi Lola Shodo, who was also present at the meeting, enjoined the members of union to continue to support the present administration led by Governor Seyi Makinde, promising that the welfare of all workers is of paramount importance to the government. President Muhammadu Buhari has directed the Nigeria Immigration Service to improve surveillance and control around the nation's borders. Giving his speech at the virtual commissioning ceremony of the NIS Technology Building in Abuja, he urged the NIS to collaborate with international security organizations such as Interpol in safeguarding the borders. The president asked the service to ensure that criminal elements do not find Nigeria as a safe haven to hide and perpetrate their criminality. He also instructed all security agencies to raise their performance in protecting lives and property with a mandate that the nation's global security index must be improved. President Buhari asked frontline workers and operators to see themselves as the nation's windows to the world and must always show the best face of Nigeria. President Muhammadu Buhari yesterday in Abuja met with Governor Yahaya Bello of Kogi State, where he enjoined all Nigerians to go about their lawful businesses as the country's unity is not negotiable. Speaking to State House correspondents at the end of the meeting, the governor said the president reiterated his position on keeping the nation united by all means. When he briefed him on the decision of the Amalgamated Union of Food and Cattle Dealers of Nigeria to call off its strike, the governor revealed that the president had pledged to look into the concerns raised by the union with a view to addressing them.
Mr. President expressed concern also over the insecurity in the land. As the Commander-in-Chief, he has assured each and every one of us, based on his security meeting yesterday, that Nigeria is going to face security. It's going to be secured, it's going to be safe, it's going to be prosperous. And I believe in him 100%. He urged each and every one of us to continue to go about our lawful businesses in the country, that Nigeria's unity is unnegotiable. Nigeria must be united, Nigeria must be peaceful, and Nigeria must be prosperous.
It's still the 1 p.m. news on Splash 105.5 FM. Still ahead, China set to overhaul Hong Kong electoral system. And in sports, Chelsea moved to fourth position as Liverpool lose at Anfield again. We'll take a break now. When we come back, we'll bring you more stories, so please stay with us.
Sweetheart, you know I have just been paid for the last project I handled, and I really want to invest the money this time.
Oh, that's a brilliant idea, my love. Then Fresh Farms is your best option.
Fresh Farms?
In fact, you have access to your dashboard and you can monitor your investment on pepper, cassava, tomato, yam, and many other agricultural products.
Fresh Farm is here. Our main goal is to provide you fresh food. This time around, farming is on another level. Cassava farming, olele, cashew farming, tomato and pepper farming, ensuring food surplus for we nation, Niger. Fresh Farms, provide fresh food.
Invest in any of our farm produce today and get amazing return on your investment. For inquiry, please call 0907-361-2624 or visit our website today at www.freshfarms.ng. Fresh Farms, spreading freshness.
A fully furnished, nice and comfortable hostel accommodation in University of Ibadan, or a place for seminars and executive trainings at the same venue? You do not have to worry. Adebayo Akonde Hall suits your lodging needs and provides you a home away from home. Adebayo Akonde Hall is a 4-star hostel built in a serene environment with constant supply of electricity. It has fully furnished rooms that gives you great comfort at an affordable price. Adebayo Akonde Hall is located at Ajibode Extension, University of Ibadan. To make reservations, visit www.adebayohall.com or call the numbers 0805-699-8718, 0805-699-8719, 0805-699-8720. Adebayo Akonde Hall. Built for comfort. Built for you.
Hello, everyone. Have you been on the lookout for a job or looking for that income? Well, search no further. As BetKing, the playground for kings, is here to support your dreams. Become a BetKing agent in your area and start earning weekly commissions up to 30% of your sales and monthly bonuses. Interested individuals can call Super Agents Adebowale on 081-563-60744 or WhatsApp on 081-091-41096.
Ìròyìn ayọ̀ ti wọlé dé o fún gbogbo ènìyàn. Ǹjẹ́ ìwọ ń wá iṣẹ́ tàbí ohun tó lè máa mú owó wọlé wá fún ọ? Máa ń jìnnà. Àǹfààní aláìlẹ́gbẹ́ ti ọ̀dọ̀ BetKing wá fún ọ láti mú àlá rẹ wá sí ìmúṣẹ. Di aṣojú BetKing lágbègbè rẹ lónìí. Kó o sì bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní jẹ èrè ìdá 15% lórí nǹkan tó bá tà lọ́sọ̀ọ̀sẹ̀ àti àjẹmọ́nú lóṣooṣù. Ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá ní ìfẹ́ sí àǹfààní yìí lè pe aṣojú BetKing Adébọ̀wálé sórí 0815-636-0744 tàbí lórí WhatsApp pẹ̀lú 0810-914-1096. BetKing, pápá ìṣeré fún àwọn ọba.
Welcome back. You're still listening to the news on Splash 105.5 FM. Now turning to the foreign scene. China has announced at its biggest political meeting that it will overhaul Hong Kong's electoral system to ensure patriots are in charge, a sign that the government will no longer tolerate dissent in the city. The reform comes after a crackdown and tightened control of Hong Kong. A draft decision will be discussed during the National People's Congress, which will run for a week. Thousands of lawmakers have gathered for the meeting in Beijing. Besides the Hong Kong decision, the rubber stamp parliament is expected to also discuss and approve economic growth targets and environmental policies from the central government. Now, Pope Francis is flying to Iraq for the first ever papal visit to the country and his first international trip since the start of the pandemic. The 4-day trip is meant to reassure Iraq's dwindling Christian community and foster interreligious dialogue. The Pope will meet Iraq's most revered Shia Muslim clerics, say prayer in Mosul and celebrate Mass at a stadium. He has insisted on traveling despite a new spike in COVID-19 infections in Iraq and concerns over his security. Their top four hopes as Mason Mount's first half strike inflicted a fifth straight defeat at Anfield for champions Liverpool. Thomas Tuchel's side dominated the first half and thought they had scored through Timo Werner in the 24th minute, but the goal was ruled out by VAR after an extremely tight offside call. However, Chelsea's dominance did eventually pay off when Mount fired past Alisson to give the visitors a deserved lead. Liverpool showed more urgency after the break, but they struggled to find their fluency in attack and failed to create many clear-cut chances as Chelsea held on for what could prove to be a crucial 3 points in the race for Champions League qualification. Victory sees Chelsea, who continue their unbeaten start to life under Tuchel, move up to fourth in the Premier League table ahead of another crucial game at home to Everton next week, Monday, March the 8th, 2021. And Tottenham manager Jose Mourinho has insisted that only Real Madrid has the key to Gareth Bale's future. The Portuguese tactician has been impressed with the recent form of the Welsh international after back-to-back goal-scoring performances in the Premier League and Europa League. Bale is on loan at Tottenham, and if he continues with his brilliant form, there are fears that Real Madrid could demand for his return to the club. Mourinho said Bale is not a Tottenham player and only Real Madrid can make decisions on his contract, adding that Bale is just a player on loan and he's trying to make the best out of him for Tottenham Hotspur. And that's it on the news today. For more details on the news, visit our website on www.splashfm1055.com. We have now come to the end of the news on Splash 105.5 FM. The news editor is Tunde Olawowo, assisted by Chinwe Churchill. I'm Ronke Giwa Onafuwa. Good afternoon and thank you for listening.
Quick, charge at 240.
Hot news, cool vibes, sports, and more.